Citizens, and welcome back to the verse and back to actual gameplay. We are here in Pyro, and I did say I was going to try something new. I would like to try one of the repair missions. I have never done one of the repair missions before, so I thought that would be pretty fun. I think I have my audio issues solved. I wasn't playing for a while. There was a lot of issues with my health, and then when I did create the last two videos, there was definitely issues with my microphone and blowouts and crackly noises, and it was actually pretty annoying. But I've changed every cable I could find. I've made random tiny adjustments, and I think it's actually pretty good. It's looking pretty good. You know what though? I'm gonna stop my recording. Okay, and we're back. I listened to everything that I just recorded in that last minute, and it sounded good. I feel confident. Now, just my luck, by stopping or starting recording, I have ruined something, and you now have that blown out mic again. But maybe not. Maybe it is all good. I really hope so. It has been a struggle. Alright. I'm still coughing quite a bit, so I will keep moving my mic out of the way and muting it. Hopefully that doesn't also damage something. We're gonna go to the cargo deck because, like I said, I want to try one of the repair missions, which I believe are in Pyro. I should really just check first to see that there is one. Contracts. Maintenance. Remote outpost near last landing needs some repairs. Okay. So what do we need here? Let's see. Let's read this. If you're reading this, we need a hand. An outpost of ours down at a remote outpost. An outpost near remote outpost. That's badly worded. Near last landings on Pyro, 6 got hit by a nasty storm and suffered some damage. None of our usual techs are able or alive to swing by, so that doesn't bode well. So we wanna. Do I really want to work for someone who has such bad grammar? Maybe. Hire someone to go fix fuses. No idea many, but no more than 3. I think. So 4? If you can bring a salvage tool, enough RMC canisters to sort out around 3 pipes, should be good. How much is a pipe? We don't know. Hopefully, you know what you're doing, but just in case, guide to maintenance in your Moby Glass journal might be worth a look. Guide to maintenance. Guide to wildlife. Forger's guide. There you go. Guide to maintenance. It doesn't say. I was hoping. Okay. I was hoping it would tell you how much RMC you need for a pipe. Let's assume it's not a lot. Now I have a multi-tool, but I don't have the repair attachment. So I'm gonna grab that, and I'll grab some fuses. Now I know I could just pull them out of a ship. So let's go with miscellaneous utility. Is it utility? No, probably miscellaneous. Nope. Personal weapons. Okay. Doesn't have... Can I not get the salvage tool here? Can I make it in my vulture? Let's double check there's no salvage here. No. No salvage. Okay. So... Because I do need salvage, right? That's what it said. Contracts. Salvaging tool. Okay, so let's double check that I can make the salvaging attachment in my vulture. If so, we're going to take the vulture out. We're going to grab what we need. And then we're going to go do the maintenance tool. In fact, I could, if there's a ship, take a salvage job, take the fuses from the ship, and use those. So let's start with the vulture. There it is. Let's grab a cruise while we're at it. I think I have some here. Ooh, I have a lot of RMC. Unfortunately, not. Well, I have at least this. Not in canister form. All right. Wait for our ship. I see a lot of complaints on Spectrum about having to, like, you know, wait for your ship to pop up. I don't see it being that big of a deal. I mean, it's not that hard to get ready and go out. The people that are claiming every time they play takes them a half hour just to get into their ship, I don't know what they're doing, but half hour is a little bit long. But here we are, we're in our ship. Close our door. Alright, let's check. Craft. I can make fuses. And that's the attachment I need, right? I believe so. Okay. Can I craft that right now? No, because I need construction materials. Okay. So what we're gonna do first, is there any salvage jobs here? Contracts. Scrap salvage, kill and salvage on origin, easy arrow salvage, clips, Titan renegade cleanup. Okay. It seems like, I mean, it's going to cost me 20 grand, but it seems like I'm not going to be potentially attacked here. So let's go get this salvage. And this should give us everything we need. At the same time, if I don't find any fuses on there, it looks like I can make fuses, so pretty awesome. I don't need my lights on. I don't know why I left them on. Alright. I will say this wobbly, I'm going to air quote this, turbulence, isn't necessarily good. I mean, it's not really something that I think adds anything positive to the game right now, especially since look at how much wobbly it is. And the reason why is because it really affects mining. If you are flying low on a ship, or even if you're trying to scrape a ship that is on the ground, that wobbling around is really ridiculous. I think if you have VTOL and you put the VTOL engines on, the wobbliness should be almost entirely gone by that point. It makes sense if you're using engine thrust that really isn't designed to lift that weight, but if you have a ship designed to lift that weight and hold it there steady, a good example would be an unladen hull series, like the Hull A without anything on its spindles. It should not be wobbling around at all. And the more mass you have, the heavier your ship gets, the more you have it in there, and the more you're trying to do some low hovering, by all means, add that wobble, but a blanket wobble on everything, I'm not really happy with that. Okay, we're going to go to our claim, and while we're doing that, I'm just going to do a little bit of an edit here while I go make myself some delicious tea. Oh, good. And I listened to my audio, and it still sounds good. I'm excited about that. Woohoo! All right. Coming into the claim. I forget. I already forget what it is. Is this a Titan? I think it's a Titan. I don't know if all the components are physicalized in a Titan yet. They may not be. If this is a fairly safe place to salvage, I'm also going to, oh, well, that was quick. What the? Why is there two? There's two ships here? Alright, we're gonna put our shields on anyways. And I guess I'll put my lights back on. This is so weird. Why is there two Titans here? You know what? Why am I asking questions that benefit me? Let's not look a gift ship in the mouth. That's the saying, right? We're gonna quickly scrape this ship. I'm gonna quickly scan this ship, actually. Is there any cargo in this ship? Nothing. Okay. I might as well try to make a little bit of my money back since I did spend 20 grand to get this job. But we're going to be able to make the canisters that we need. I'm assuming those canisters will be full. If not, I'll figure that out before I destroy the second ship. Still using the stock cinch scrapers, clinch scrapers, whatever they're called. Cinch, I think. Oh yeah, it says cinch right there. Not the fastest, but I enjoy the slow, relaxed pace of a salvage job. This is by far one of the best ships I own. Just from a standpoint of just being fun, well designed, useful ship. I like it. Alright, we're gonna munch both sides of the ship. I'm not gonna bother trying to find the guns and components. I think, oh, maybe I will. You know what? Why not? Why not? I'm in no hurry. This was my last day of work for a while, so why not celebrate with a little bit of relaxing fun? Because I'm Canadian, next week is Canada Day. So everyone in America has 4th of July. We have 1st of July. I'm going to be away from the city for a while, away from technology, away from the internet. So probably from Monday till Thursday, I won't be around. That means it might be a while before I put out another video after this, with the exception of the first video I put out after Canada Day is definitely going to be me kind of going over the rewards ladder. Part 2 of what that new ladder looks like, because I am pretty excited about how it might be good for any new players looking to get into the game. It's a neat little program. I mean, I've seen a lot of complaints from people, mostly about how with the change they might not get things that they were hoping to get, but I don't know what's in there yet. I do, like I said, hope that there's a big focus on non-combat related prizes. I would love it if it was like you get mining heads, you know? Maybe even a rock DS. Give them something that they would never buy themselves, in-game or otherwise. That'd be pretty funny. But seriously though, like mining heads, or like, I don't know, different scrapers. Ones that might be a little bit better than what you buy in the verse in some ways. Like maybe a little bit more efficient, but a lot slower. Maybe some blades, but the blades could be things that are not combat related. Okay, let's... I don't see anyone... there we go. I don't see anyone on my radar. So let's first go make our... Well, we can't make it yet, because we don't have RMC yet. Oh, I opened that. Let's try opening this. Let's go just get those guns first. Actually, I'm going to go back in my pilot seat. I'm all over the place. I'm going to turn this ship around. That way I can grab the guns and just chuck them in the door. There we go. Maybe I'll aim kind of towards both of these ships. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And we'll go with the back. Even though I opened the side door, now we'll go with the back. That way we can grab those guns. I don't think there's any components that I can grab from in a Titan. I don't think that's been done yet, but maybe I'm wrong. There we go. Okay, first things first. There we go. It's really stuck for some reason. Now let's see if I can grab this without moving the whole ship, because there is a gun on the wings, isn't there? Or are these missiles? Oh, there's a gun. Perfect. Alright. Gun number 2. Nope. And see, and this is the issue with them getting rid of aim down sight, is like it doesn't, you can't highlight anything anymore to make sure you're aiming at something that you want to grab. Really bad decision, whoever made that. Alright, let's go grab the guns off of this thing. Put them there for now. I'm drifting all over the place. Alright, and the last one. Alright, I'm going to load these in, and then I'm going to go see if there is any components. Alright, let's check it out in here. What is in... Oh, God. Oh, I'm stuck on the ship. There we go. There we go. Now, first of all... Oh, come on. Let me in there. Okay, first things first. There's so many fuses in here. Components. So this is just the pilot area, right? Yeah, okay. I would love it if this ship, or any ship for that matter, can we grab that yet? Not yet. Had like things in here. Like you'd maybe find some bottles of like cruise or data pads or anything like that. Yeah, I don't think they physicalized any of the components on these yet. So we can't harvest anything from here, I don't believe. At least not yet. But that's alright. We're going to head back to our Vulture. And we will finish scraping and crumbling up these ships. One first. Oh, why am I doing that? I don't want to do that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to disintegrate the Titan that I already scraped. My thought with that is I'll try to make one of the canisters and see if it's full. If it's not full, I'm going to have to scrape the other ship with the multi-tool in order to get what I need. So, first things first. We're going to go to this one and... Alright, let's change this into... Nope. There we go. Fracture mode. Still wonder why there was 2 Titans. I'm still waiting for someone to show up for their salvage job in the exact same spot. Alright, come on. Not the most efficient distance, but I don't mind. There's some plus on there. Might as well get it all, though. Perfect. All right. Go back into salvage mode. First things first. Make what we need. Now I haven't even accepted the repair job yet. Just my luck is going to be gone by the time I do that. Okay, so first things first. Craft that. There, nice and neat. Okay, let's put this away. Carry. Okay. I don't have a backpack, so it won't let me store it. Okay, what if I... That's not working either. Let's find a way around this. Nope, that's not... Where? There it is. Nope, that's restroom. Where is... Is there not a way to access, like, a storage space in this ship? That's kind of annoying. Okay, so where is my attachment? Is it still down there? Did I drop it on the floor? This might be harder than I thought. Okay, let's look at this real quick. Combo light attachment. Canister. Canister empty. So I can actually make what I need. I just need to get a backpack. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to salvage this. What is happening? We're going to salvage this other Titan. I'm going to head back to the station. I'm going to unload my guns, get myself a backpack, and we're going to be good to go. But you don't need to see that. I will join you when we're all kitted out and ready to go do our assignment. Loading into a new server. Look at this. I don't think I've noticed before, but on the bottom right here it says, does rare gene hold secret or regen? New study claims that a gene carried by less than 10% of the population may be the key to successful imprints. And that's why they said, don't worry, players, like you or I, can regen. We are not one of the people where the regen is failing, which actually I kind of wish sometimes it might. Sometimes it would be a bigger deal. But it does kind of lead towards the 10-to-1 ratio with the 10% that they talked about earlier. So, I mean, interesting in that. Also, it's funny how people pointed out, how do things like headhunters always manage to steal the UE's big ships? Like, how come the UE's big ships are so undefended? So, of course, in the come on, there we go. In the news there, they've written an answer to why that's the case. So we're gonna go to Terminus. We're gonna try this again. I don't think the job shows up unless you're over the planet. I figured that out. So we're in the orbit here. Offers. Maintenance. Still at last landings. Let's accept that. And I don't see it. Maybe I'm not following it. There we go. And we gotta repair pipes, replace fuses and relays. Sounds good. Repair pipe 0 of 3, replace fuses and relays 0 of 1. Go to remote outpost near last landings. Have not done that either. Perfect. I still don't know if I'm going to be shot on sight. We will see. I don't think so, though. This feels like this should be... Although they did say one of the repair people died. So maybe I'm wrong about that. As we come in for a landing, let's talk about something cool that's coming up. One of my favorite things. There's monthly events. Triggerfish, really a non-event event. Although, they are making the Miss Raptor now, which I think is hilarious. There's also Fortuna. This last month alone, we both had the Gay Pride month, which had a contest, which is still going on for a couple days, where anyone entering that can win a Saber, I think it was a Saber Raven. And then there's also the Alien Week that just happened, which was kind of, like, there wasn't a lot of alien stuff for Alien Week, but there is the Taste of Weeklo. The Taste of Weeklo contest, where you do some recipes and you could win different alien ships. That's kind of cool. Before that, we did have the Invictus, which isn't really my thing. It's not what I really care about. I do like things like Luminalia, and I love the Foundation Festival, which is because it's all about things I like, which is helping people out, learning new stuff, teaching people, and there's always some cool, fun things to do. And it's where I've actually met up with quite a few people, and I have both taught and learned. Oh, there is a lot. Well, first of all, there's a bird flying around, a Boyd bird ziffer flea. But look at all these pips here, showing you exactly what you need. Couldn't remember if my landing gear was down. Although, I could have looked here. It took me a while to notice that there was a little symbol there when a landing gear was down, but I just thought I would double check. Let's land here. Now, I'm not sure if I like all these things on my HUD showing me what I gotta do, because it's making it a little bit too easy. I mean, I can understand maybe once you've got half of them done, but it's kind of like when you're doing like a bunker. I don't need to see where all the enemies are. They don't need to all pop up at one time. This game this game has definitely gone the way of easy mode in a lot of things, and this is one of them. Am I still wearing a helmet? Yes, I am. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go. We got replace fuses, repair pipe, repair pipe, repair pipe. Also, there might be loot here. There also might be NPCs to shoot me as soon as I round a corner. I don't see anybody around, but I should get in the habit of closing my door. I can't remember before. I don't. Did I mention there's a power outage? So just as it's going to switch, which server I was on, the power went out in my house, so that was kind of annoying. But we're back. Pyro. Yeah, I don't... You think these flames would get me warm, but it's like a minus 150 here, and I'm starting to freeze. Where is the ladder up on here? I'm probably past it. I probably looked right at it when I was at my ship. Yeah, there's something there. Ladder here. Ladder there. Yeah, okay. Ooh, let's go try that again. No. Third time's a charm. It's because my fingers are so cold. Climb, climb, climb. I haven't seen any loot crates here. Fuse panel. Okay, it said close. Let's open it. Place. Fuse. Place. Ooh, what happened there? Let's try that again. Fuse required. Yeah, okay. Did that... Oh, okay. And that's why I brought the vulture. Okay. Let's go down this way. Let's go warm up in our ship while I make another fuse. So bring spare fuses. So when the game glitches out like that, you can make more or use more. Craft. I did take out some of the stuff. Oh, it's really hard to see right now. I did take out some of the stuff, but I left like over 2 SU of each, so I got plenty here. Fuse craft. The ultimate repair job vehicle right here. Okay. Let's try this again. Should have made myself 2 for when this fails again. Alright. Climbed up better. Temperature falling. Lungs at 72%. Health at 90. Weird. Okay. Place. Place. There we go. Perfect. Fuse is done. Wonder if I can take those out later. Not that I need to, but it'd be kind of good if you can get your stuff back. Okay. Now we're going to go into the building. Nobody here. No NPCs. So far. Alright. Fix the pipes. What's up there? Ooh, yeah, there's loot. Got ourselves some knives. Got ourselves a multi-tool. A tire claw. Oh, what is this? Another salvagey tool. Alright. Can I loot this box? There's stuff underneath. I don't want to go underneath there, though. Okay, I can't get that box. Alright, let's find the pipe. There's a pipe? Okay. Now I don't... Okay, so we're in salvage. Nope. Nope. How do I switch from salvage to repair? So I want to repair. And that is salvage. Which key is it? Alt? Alright, I'm going to look that up real quick. Alright, I think I figured it out. I figured out my issue. If you look, my bottom corner, no power. Because it does say salvage, right button, repair, left button. But none of those seem to work. I mean, I can't salvage anything on here. So I need to go get a battery, because unlike everything else, I can make canisters and tools. Cannot make batteries. That's too bad. Alright, I'm gonna go do that. Maybe let's go with the front this time. Definitely got shot at a few times coming into Ruin Station, but that's too fast for them. So I'm gonna look for batteries, but I'm also gonna look for the big back-mounted salvage tool. The just regular SRT or whatever it's called. I'm sure it's at the cargo deck. If they've implemented batteries, I think that's great. If they've implemented batteries and you can build a multi-tool on your vulture and not a battery, I don't think that's great. Alright, let's check first batteries. BAT. Yep, battery. Let's buy a couple of those. Just because I will forget. And max lift battery. But it's for the tractor beam. Alright. And... oh, let me type in there. Yeah, they don't have the salvage tool. Only the max lift. Alright, so hopefully batteries work. Although I'll check the... whatever it's called. Refinery deck. Just to be sure there's nothing in there. See if they exist. Just 3 pipes. That's all I need to do. Shops. Head to the shops. Pop into the shops and grab.
Been on a fast streak lately, but my luck's due to turn any day now. Some sidekicks finally coughed up, which will help me clear out my debts.
Okay. Listen to their conversation. Here we go. Shop terminal.
Feel like things are looking up. There it goes, I guess.
Utility. Let's go. No.
How are you getting by?
No.
Been looking into getting one of those sidekicks.
Personal weapons.
No idea how the hell it works, but it's pretty insane tech.
No.
Gotta take things a day at a time, right?
Yeah. Alright, well let's hope these batteries work. I'll test them out in the hangar. Or one of you can be yelling at your screen right now telling me just click a button. I tried B, because that was the old way to go between firing modes. But on the screen it says left and right click, and neither of those were working, and power was showing it at 0, so. I grab those batteries. Might as well drop off the other stuff that I looted. Do I need my crews? I don't need all my crews. Just put one in there. Tiger Claw. And that one's empty. I'll just leave it in my backpack. Okay. And now I need... that'd be under ammo? Yes, max lift, Cambro. Wait, those are max lift and Cambro. Those aren't the... That's not the... It's not the multi-tool. Why doesn't this work? I mean, can I not salvage my own ship? Shields. Shields are up. Was that the issue all along? First of all, it's not letting me... Interesting. It's not letting me put that away. There we go. Let's put those shields down. I'm gonna kick myself if I didn't notice that shields thing before. And that's the case. Okay.
Your systems are offline.
There we go. No, still not letting me. At least now it doesn't say shields. It's just not letting me. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go find an actual, either the battery, or ideally, one of the actual salvage tools. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna use a sea stone to figure out where the closest one is. And when I do, I'm gonna head back to the site. Before I leave, one more thing, because it does show the, let's go to customize. It does show the only multi-tool attachment. Okay. Canister. Now I have nothing on this at all. Alright. Holster this, let's go. Alright, the Stanton Gateway is the big gun. I don't know if I want to go all the way over there. Let me try one more thing. So we're gonna take this out. Inspect or customize? Let's go with customize. Why is it showing no? Why is it showing no? So weird. Like, why was it showing no attachment when it's got an attachment on it? I mean, it's definitely got an attachment. Okay. Like, it's got that. And why is the canister showing as none? Do they need to be in my backpack? There you go. Too far. Why am I walking so slow now? Probably because I used my mouse a bunch of times. Like, is the canister on here now? Alright. I give up. I give up. Wait, if I do that... Oh, weird. I don't think I've ever known that if you hold down I, you go to this menu. If you tap I, you go to this menu. I'm learning. Okay. Unfortunately, what I'm learning is the multi-tool attachment for this thing is not great, and putting it away is not great because it's not even holding R. There we go, finally. Alright, I'm gonna go to the gate, the Stanton gate. I'm gonna pick up the actual big tool. Maybe I'll grab a couple and store them here, because I'm sure I will lose one eventually. Yeah, this is going smoothly. Let me know in the comments below. What am I doing wrong? Or is it CIG? Let me know.
Quantum drive is now off.
Okay, this has been a learning experience. There is some bugs going on in the game right now. Surprise, surprise. One of them is that you can't load the SRV or whatever the SRT. What is this tool called? Whatever the tool's called. With full canisters, you can only load it with empty canisters. You also can't load it with customization or with the reload button. You have to click left Alt B. And because of that, I can't load the big tool I just bought at the moment. Oh, that's not the right thing. What I'm finding instead is I could only load the multi-tool. However, the multi-tool did seem to work. So I'm hoping it works. I'm going to do the pipes first, just to be sure, on this mission. You'll also notice that I'm in the Pisces C8R. It's the rescue version. Because the bug where buying fuel doesn't actually put fuel in your ship happened. So instead what I did is I just used up as much of the RMC and construction materials as possible and made a bunch of fuses. I have definitely more than the 3 I'll need, plus a couple canisters. I've got my multi-tool loaded, and I'll probably put it in the video. I found some guns in the cargo area of the space station. Unfortunately, no turtles. I got a lot of the large salvage tools, I should say. I have a lot of those now. So I'll be able to, at the very least, use those next time. It doesn't tell me to actually do any of the fixing again. Are we back to having this issue? Or will it pop up when I go to the go-to landing, or go to the outpost? Headhunters controlled area. They don't mind me, right? It's nighttime now, too. Of course it is. This has turned out to be one of the hardest jobs I've ever done. Objective: Go to remote landing near... Okay. Uh-huh. Hello? Alright, this will be it. This will be the successful completion of this mission, right? Right? Right. Because I am, if anything, an expert who always gets it on the first try. What a landing. What a beautiful landing. And if I injure myself, I can actually heal myself up. That's good. First things first. Forget the relays. Let's go for the pipes. That pipe inside? I think so. Door is somewhere. Right here? Does this hurt me? Nope. Alright. That's the way to check. It fires hot, kids. Alright. 20 meters. Pipe. Ooh, yeah. Obviously hurt. Obviously damaged. Okay. So now that I've used the left Alt B, you can see I've got a red side on this now. So if I hold right mouse button, yes. Repair pipe 1. I only got 1 to do this time. Done. Perfect. Let's put that away. Let's find any loot in here, since I've definitely not made any money. That is not a loot crate. That is not a loot crate. That is not a loot crate. I mean, I'm all for them making loot crates look like loot crates, but why do they also make other things look like loot crates that are not loot crates? It makes it a lot harder. Got some legs. Got a new helmet. Perfect. Whoa, why am I... That is weird. That is weird. Oh, okay. I don't like that. There's definitely something wrong there. And there. And this door is not... I can't get through that door. Alright. Yeah, there's definitely some cattywampus issues here. Is this a loot crate? No, it is not. Okay. Okay. Not a lot here. Instead of loot crates, I would love it if it was like more things and more stuff. Like, you know, grab these bags that I'm assuming are drugs or some of the artifacts. That would be cool. Alright. Alright, I've given up on this. This one was just one pipe and one relay. So, door out is... where? It's not up here. I mean, technically, can I go through this gap in the wall into that orange hole in the floor and fall to my death? Probably. But I don't want to. I want to go through this. Yes, I do. That was a fast door. Alright. Ladder up. Still got a dead guy in here that you can't loot. Now, I got a bunch of fuses. So I'm assuming this will be successful. It's over here now. Okay. Place. Ooh, I went to the middle one. Will that make a difference? Probably not. Place. Place. Yes! Contract complete. How much money did I make on that? Did not tell me? Ooh, and I can take these back. If I take these back, they'll hire me again, right? Because for some reason it's not working? Yeah, let's get those. Perfect. Okay. So that is it. I missed kind of the starter jobs. I always loved the package delivery jobs because doing those, not only do you get to go loot, but they're pretty quick to bang one of those out. You get to learn how to fly, get to learn how to navigate. I think for a new player, they are pretty awesome, the package delivery jobs. So I really hope they do come back eventually. What we have here is, if it works smoothly, if when you arrive at the location, the mission updates and you get to do it, I think that's good. If the multi-tool was easier to use, although now I know how to load it, that's good too. I think for a new player, if you want to just kind of try something little and really not make a lot of money, it doesn't say. It's the same one here, so it was what, 15 grand? Is that what I made? There's another one near Last Standing, and that one pays 25. I mean, you could then just continue to do a bunch of these over and over again and make some money. Yeah, it's not bad. I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed the doing something new. It was a little bit glitchy. It just needs a little bit of refining. And then I think these are pretty good. But I think for this video, me bumbling through one, never having done it before, I'm going to call it a limited success. If the multi-tool was working correctly and I knew the controls, like, I mean, it definitely needs to be fixed so that when you hit reload, it reloads, or if you use the customize feature and try to put a canister in that way, it would work. It's a very odd thing that didn't work. Well, you know what? Here I am trying to figure out why I can't jump there. It's because I'm in the wrong flight mode. There we go. I'm going to head back to Ruins Station. We're going to call it. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to try some new stuff in the future. What should I do next? There's plenty of things to do in Pyro. Mercenary. The collection stuff is still for week low. I could do more hauling. I could try some bounty hunting. Or maybe I will just continue on with my mining, which was my original plan. But right now, it is time to go to my hab and have a little bit of a rest. So, goodbye everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. And if you haven't already, do not forget to subscribe, like the video. It does help me out. And the next video I'm going to be recording, which hopefully most likely will be out after this video, but it might be out beforehand depending on how long this takes to edit, will be about the new referral ladder. It is currently the 28th. It is just after midnight, and it should be out on the 2nd, so that will be interesting. Like I said, I will be away for Canada Day. I'm not going to be around any internet, technology, communications, anything like that. So there will be a little bit of a delay between the ladder coming out and me being able to check it out. So until next time, goodbye everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope to see you all soon in the verse.